How's it going, guys? Junior here with AUTOONE Mustangs, bringing you back another video. Today's video, fiance here helping me and my fiance's car because, as you can see, we got those 13-14 style headlights to replace the stock 10 to 12, which they're a little, crusty and stuff. And these are going to be gloss black. I did get these on Amazon, so of course I'll put the link in the description. These are, however, meant for 10 to 12. So if you have a 13-14, these will not work on your car because these are halogen, which we actually have LED bulbs for, which this company, AUTOONE, ended up sending these so we can review them and install them on these 13-14 headlights. And they're supposed to fit on the projector, which we'll find out shortly.
Music bed.
Alright, so first things first, we gotta take off the engine cover, take off these push clips, take off these bolts on both sides, right? And then there's also one bolt, at least on this car here, and then on the driver's side. And we should be able to just pull this off, and the bumper should come off, and we should be able to access, there's a mounting bolt here that you can access taking this off. There's two mounting tabs on the bottom as well. So I'm going to go ahead and get this bumper off, and then I'll show you the mounting bolts on the actual headlights. Alright, so as you can see, obviously your side markers are hooked up, and temperature sensor, and if you have fog lights, all that good stuff. But you should be able to just kind of lay it on the ground, as you see on this one. This one, obviously, it's been tampered with a lot of times, so stuff just kind of comes off easily. But you take off this bolt, this one down here, and another one down there. So there's three mounting bolts. The one thing I will say that I've seen people complain about is obviously these are 10 to 12 headlights. They have this tab for your headlight. It doesn't look like these ones have that, so we'll see how the bumper sits when we put these on. We might have to make something work, or if it just kind of just lives there, it lives there, whatever. But the reason why, if you do have a 13-14 Mustang, why you can't go buy these on Amazon is because your car will have HIDs, so the harness and everything's different. So, keep that in mind. I obviously didn't look to see if they had 13-14 headlights for 13-14 with the HID brackets and all that, plugs and stuff like that. So just keep that in mind. So if you have a 10 to 12, these will work. We'll figure out the bumper situation in a second with the mounting tabs. But if you have a 13-14, you have actual HIDs, these will not work on your car. So just keep that in mind. But we're going to go ahead and take off the headlights. The pigtails, I think, should be the same. I'll compare the pigtails or the harnesses between the headlights before I completely put them on. If I see anything different, I'll let you guys know. But we should be able to just take them off, plug the new ones in, and mount them back in. Alright, so before I install the headlights, I went ahead and opened up the LEDs. So again, these are from AUTOONE. Shout out to AUTOONE for sending these out. You're going to see how bright these are on the projectors, because if you guys do order these headlights, they come with just normal bulbs, as you can see here. So they're not going to be very bright. Yes, you have projectors, but who uses those anymore? Who uses normal bulbs anymore? So got these LEDs. They do look like the same size, and I did test fit it. Looks like it fits in there just right. So obviously, we'll plug it in, put the little mounting tabs on there, and we should be good to go. It doesn't look like they go in a specific direction. I know sometimes you got to twist the position of the LED, although this one, it looks like they go in like that, so this should disperse to the sides. So I'm going to put this in there, put the cap back on, which actually they have come with a really nice, gasket and everything as well. So put those on, and then take off the headlight and put the new one on there. Alright, so as you can see, got the headlight on, all the mounting, everything's perfect. Let's open that door for the side markers. So as you can see, we got the nice DRLs there. And, moment of truth, we're going to test out those headlights. Headlight bulbs, I should say. Perfect. Make sure the brights work. What you do, Perfect. Let's test out the hazards. They work, right? Alright. So now we're going to go ahead and do that passenger side. I don't know if we're going to have to adjust the headlights quite yet. We'll know tonight. There is an adjustment tab on there. Screw. But huge shout out again to AUTOONE. Of course, it's not so dark, but we do have LEDs on the factory 10 and 12 headlights, and they look just as bright. So far so good. Way better than the halogen that these came with. So here's the 10 and 12 headlights, and here we got 13-14 style headlights with gloss black internals. So I'm gonna go ahead and knock out this passenger side. We'll put the bumper back on and we'll see how it looks. Okay, so I figured I'd show this one since I got it off. So here's your adjustment screw, you know. And the pigtails are literally just plug and play. What I did do is I put this here on the inside. I mean, I guess you can stick them here. They do come with double-sided tape. I just kind of tucked it in there with the wires. Should be okay. But just so you know, it is completely plug and play. All I did, of course, was switch out the LED bulbs. Here's the halogen ones that came in there. So now this one's ready to throw on the car. Alright, so as you can see, got both headlights on and the bumper. I did already do the bolts on the side. So like I mentioned before, these are technically 13-14 style headlights. So they don't have your mounting, both clip and tab to bolt this. So I'm going to see if when we do the radiator cover, if it kind of reinforces this. If not, then we'll have to fabricate, you know, like a little bracket coming straight from here to here, just that way it kind of keeps it in place. So that'll be an easy, you know, just bolt it onto that. So that'll be a future video. So I'm going to go ahead and do the radiator cover and see if that kind of reinforces it. If it reinforces it, then I might just leave it alone. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then we'll show you guys the final product. Alright, so as I suspected with the radiator cover, whatever you want to call this, it reinforces the bumper. So I'm not even going to manufacture those brackets unless I see that, you know, when I'm driving extra or something, that if it does kind of flap, then yeah, I'll make something like that. But they came out really nice. I'm going to go ahead and obviously close the hood. The car's a little dirty, but you guys will get the idea. Have her back it out. We'll see it in the sun. And we'll see if I do a clip at night with the way they light up and stuff, especially the headlights, see how high they are and stuff. So again, huge shout out to AUTOONE. They are the ones that sent us the LEDs. So if you guys do end up purchasing these 13-14 style headlights, I do recommend you update those or upgrade those halogens to LEDs. And they do, their H7s is what they are. I'm 90% sure. Let me check. Yeah, they're H7. So if you guys are ordering these headlights, it does say on Amazon too. So again, I'll put the description down below. But they are H7 bulbs. Just make sure they're 1-to-1 sizing, just because sometimes they don't fit in the projector. I've had that issue before. So I'm going to go ahead and close the hood. Make sure the bumper aligns well. The headlights, nothing's going to hit. And then we'll back it out and show you guys with the hood closed. Alright, so this is out in the sun. Of course, we have the running lights on. So you can see it matches the side markers perfect. There's the other side. And it does have way of a more like an aggressive stance, I guess you can say. I like it a lot. So the only thing is obviously if you're just driving the car, it's not going to be like the 13-14s where the DRLs are always on. You have to turn your side markers on, but it's okay. Do you mind turning the lights off? So we're going to see them with the lights off now. So that's what it'll look like normally, which they still look really nice, you know, with the gloss black. You just see the DRLs on there. So that's going to be it for this install. Like I said, I'll do the link down below if you guys want to do these headlights. You know, there is little things, you know, they're meant for 13-14 technically, so they don't fit perfect, but they fit. So that's going to be it for today's video. If you guys have any questions, comment down below. Make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. And again, I will link also AUTOONE down below. Huge shout out to them for the LED bulbs. And that's going to be it for today's video. Peace.